Hi guys, and good evening, and very welcome to Accounting 1B, which is very good news for you because then that means that you have successfully got through Accounting 1A. So well done. Hi Akani, hi Jessie. Nice to see you guys online. I don't know if anyone else is going to be joining us, but I'm going to begin so long so that the session doesn't go too late for you guys. And anyone else who joins, session's always recorded, so you guys can listen to it again later if you've missed anything, and then those guys who haven't logged on will also be able to watch through it in their own time. Lovely to see you guys online. So nice to see you. So just first of all, when I wanted to mention with these collab sessions, when we have them, they're just relaxed and casual. They're not formal sessions. So feel free to chat, ask questions, raise any issues that you've got, because that's the whole purpose of having them, is so that you've got live access to the tutor to ask questions, anything that's worrying you, and give me the chance to explain in a live situation. But then don't forget also you've got access to tutors all the time for questions. You don't have to wait for collabs. Okay. So if you want to, if you're happy to talk, which is always nice to hear your voice, little icon at the bottom of the screen, you can click on that and it just puts up your hand so that I know you want to say something, and then I can call on you and you can open your mic and chat. Or if you've got a question, you can also just type it in the chat box. And then while I'm talking, I'll keep an eye on the chat box for any questions that come up while we go through the sessions. And then, of course, if you've forgotten anything, you can use that contact the tutor button on Learn, which I'll show you afterwards. Okay, so I hope to hear from you either during the sessions or in messages whenever you've got a question, because I've over all my years of teaching, I can assure you that the students that ask questions are always the ones who do better, get good marks. So don't be shy or afraid to ask questions, and it doesn't matter what the question is. Ask me if there's anything at all you need to know. Okay, so then just quickly, I want to go through the yeah, let me do this first. This document that's on the screen is called the module outline, and hopefully you've already seen this and been working with it. I did post it up on your more resources and in your announcements for you. It's also in your student materials on your student intranet. So 3 different places. So hopefully you've downloaded it and you're working with it. It is a very important document. And let's just quickly go and have a look at some of the information. So we've got the contents and the intro. Read through this because it does give you kind of like a fix on where we're going with this module and how to work. And then this module on Learn. So you're going to use this module outline in conjunction with Learn and in conjunction with your textbook. So those 3 things are your most important resources from VC. Your module outline, your textbook with your workbook, and then the learning units on Learn. So hopefully you guys are familiar with Learn. I don't know if you guys have done your studying with RIE, with VC already, then you'll be familiar that when you go through the learning units on Learn, they use these various icons. So this first one here, very important, the objectives. So what they mean by objectives is those are going to be our learning objectives. Which means those are the learning outcomes on which you will be tested. So look out for this on Learn. Very important, because that's what you must concentrate and focus your studying on, particularly when it comes to the exams. Then these other icons are just pretty much self-explanatory. So, and you'll come across them on Learn as you're working through the learning units. Then your module resources. So have you guys all managed to get your textbooks? Have you got your textbooks already? Anybody not got their textbooks yet? Okay, very important. So your textbook is for this module. It's purpose written for the module. There's nothing extra in the textbook. Everything in the textbook is important. And also you don't need any other resource other than your textbook, your workbook, and Learn. That's sufficient. So don't worry about any other supplementary information or anything at all, or going to Google stuff online. Your textbook, if you just work with your textbook, you'll be 100%. When they've got your recommended readings over here, you'll see when you're on Learn, there's various links, and I'll show you what they look like, either in blue text or videos that you can click on, and it will take you through to another website or an article, etc., that will be useful for supplementing your understanding of whatever it is you're studying in the textbook. Okay. Your workbook in particular with your textbook, you're going to use extensively, because your workbook contains templates of all of the questions in the textbook. So every single question in the textbook is in your workbook with a template, which means you can then practice that question in the template, which will look similar to your assignment templates, your assignment and your exam templates. And you'll then use that workbook to practice your questions over and over again until you can do them without looking at any answers. So if you have got the workbook, it might be a good idea when you start out to use a pencil to fill in the answers in your workbook, so that if you've made any mistakes, you can rub it out and do it again. So in that way, you can keep doing the question until you've got everything correct. So when you're looking at the next very important page is this one over here for assessments, and make sure always that you are looking for your code 5122 with a W at the end, because the W is what indicates that it's the distance module. So here you're familiar with this. You've got the 4 different components that you're going to have to complete to make up your module mark. And you guys know that your module pass mark in total must be 50%. So your first assignment will make up 25% of your final mark. And you need to do learning unit 1 and 2 in order to be able to complete your first assignment. So that's your bank recon and your debtors and creditors recon learning units. Those 2 is what's covered in assignment 1. And just as a reference, in case you're wondering, your due date for assignment 1 is the 20th of September. So you've got, I think I checked just now, about 5 weeks. Where are we today? 10th of August. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You've actually got 6 weeks to go until your assignment due date. So that 6th week, you'll want to use that to do the assignment. So the 5 weeks you've got between now and then, you use those to work thoroughly through learning unit 1 and 2, all the examples, read through the content, understand the text, work through the examples and understand those, and then use the questions to practice. And if you do that, when it comes to the assignment, you'll understand what you've got to do. And the same thing, that is then your first lot of revision for the exam, which again, you've got to keep in mind as you're working through these learning units, that you are basically preparing for the exam at the end of the year as well. So don't take any shortcuts when you're preparing for the assignment, because you're basically laying the groundwork for your exam revision with these chapters when you're doing the assignments. So your ICE, I will upload your 6 ICE tasks for you. I'll put that in an announcement and then put it in more resources. And then you know that you need to do 4 of the 6. So I'll upload 6 ICE and you must do your choice of 4 of them. So of the 6, you choose 4, whichever 4 you want to do, and complete those. And as long as you do all 4 of the tasks, you'll get that 10% towards your final mark. Okay, so also just so that this question that I get, your exam is a closed book exam, which means that it will be an on-campus sit-down exam. 180 marks, 3 hours. This little assessment preparation guideline is a good idea just to read through it. It has got some useful hints and tips, and it's funny though, sometimes it's just the simple little things that we forget, and then something like that can just remind us. So then we get to the next part, so the main body of the outline, which is called the pacer. So from this page, the pacer begins, and what it does is it paces us through each of the learning units in the module in turn. So learning unit 1 gives us a brief overview. Please work through themes 1 and 2 on learn, together with the relevant sections of your prescribed sources, which will be your textbook, to ensure that you are working towards mastering the objectives. So there again, that's what's super important, the objectives for the learning unit. Okay. And then the second page on the pacer will give us the learning objectives for learning unit 1. So again, this is the second page for learning unit 1. It gives us the themes. We've got 2 themes, the business and the bank, and the bank reconciliation. Remember, learning unit 1 is the bank recon. And then these LO1 and LO2, those are our learning objectives, which are what you will be asked in your assessments and what you will be expected to have mastered by the time you finish the module. So explain the purpose of the bank recon, what you should be able to do when you've completed theme 2, and when you've completed theme 1, when you've completed theme 2, this is the biggie. You need to be able to actually prepare a bank recon statement. So that means it's a skill you have to master. You must be able to actually follow the steps of the bank recon in your textbook and with the information that they give you to prepare a bank recon. And then that's how the rest of the module outline goes. And you've got learning unit 2, the overview and some information about it there, a little bit of background. And then on the second page for learning unit 2, which is your debtors and creditors recon, again, we've got 2 themes and we've got 4 learning objectives for learning unit 2. So make sure that you working with this module outline and you are using these objectives to focus your activities, your learning and your energies. And then just as a little hint, it tells you at the bottom here that when you finish learning unit 2, you should have completed 25% of your ICE tasks, which is then one of the 4 ICE tasks. So again, it just gives you a little bit of a pacer to kind of remind you, okay, don't forget, I must be working on my ICE tasks. And then, so the first 2 learning units is what you need to do for assignment 1. And then, of course, the rest of the book goes through in a similar manner, giving you the learning objectives for each of your learning units. Okay. Anybody got any questions so far on your module outline, the learning objectives? Do you guys all understand what a learning objective is? Everybody understand the importance of a learning objective? Yep, you can just put a thumbs up in the chat. That's the easiest way to do it. Okay, or you can somewhere on your side, there's also a little place where you can hit a smiley face. So if you're happy, you can also click the smiley face, and then I'll know that you are up to date, got no questions. All right, so what else did I want to go through? So then let me just, aha, you found it. Good. I knew they were there somewhere. Okay, so guys, I hope you did see that this afternoon I created the WhatsApp group, and I've sent you guys the link to that. So you can join the group and then chat to each other. If you've forgotten something or you want a reminder about when something is or where to find something, you can always chat to each other on that group. I won't be on the group, so you won't be able to contact me there. I'll show you in a minute where you need to contact me in terms of our communication from me to you and from you to me. But at least you've got the WhatsApp groups now to stay in touch with each other. And then also all of the recordings will be uploaded to the YouTube channel when I've saved them, so you'll be able to find them there, and everything is recorded. I think I did already say that, just double checking. What else? Announcements. Yes, I'm going to go through that. The pace of the LOs, the assessments we've got. Oh yes, when I was talking about the US just now, your US final due date is going to be the 13th of October. So as I said, I'll give you 6 tasks. You must do your choice of 4 of them. And as long as they're all finished by the 13th of October, then you'll get your 10%. Okay. Then I want to show you, or put up onto the screen, the pairs. Hopefully you can see that. So I have uploaded the pairs for you guys, but please just take note that this is version 1, and we know that throughout the semester they might issue new versions. So when they do, they usually give you guys and send you guys an SMS. Please watch out for that, because it is up to you to make sure that from now on you make sure you've got the up-to-date versions of the pairs. And I did send you that little upload that little graphic for you also, just to remind you where to find everything, the student materials, the online library, the pairs, the assignments, and all that type of thing. So we are over here, 5122. And here are our dates. And also, just to remind you, the exam, written on campus exam, on the 29th of November at 8 a.m. So with the assignments, first assignment is due on the 20th of September, which we said is about 6 weeks from now. It sounds like a long time, but guys, these first 2 chapters, it's a lot of work. You're going to need all of those weeks to master those 2 chapters and then to do your assignment. So, you know, your assignment is due by 9 p.m., 2100 hours. And if it is 2101, anything after that, the assignment is considered late, and you will have to apply to the National Office for me to have permission to mark it. I'm then not allowed to mark it. We have to get permission after the student has given a reason why they were late. Only then can we mark it. So try and upload your assignments at least maybe the day before, because with load shedding and Wi-Fi and all these other things that can go wrong, If you're trying to upload it 5 minutes to 9, that's very risky. Okay. So we are going to go through the assignment. You know, we always have the national support sessions before the assignment. So our national support session for assignment 1 is, double check, is the 13th of September. It's usually held a week before the assignment. So on the 13th of September is the one where we'll go through the assignment in detail. I'll unpack each question for you, explain, make sure you understand the question and exactly what you need to do, show you where you can find examples of them and all of that. So that will be the 13th of September, but then we have got another collab before that date, which will be the 22nd of August. So next collab we've got on the 22nd of August, I'll maybe go through some slides for you, or maybe go through a question in the textbook, but just kind of try and help you with some of the content. And if you let me know what you're battling with, then that will give me some idea of what you need me to discuss in the next collab as well. Otherwise, I'll just prepare a question or two, just something to help you with the first 2 chapters. Okay. Anybody got any questions on, does all of this look okay to you? Dates, times, and remember ICE 13th of October. Okay. As long as you guys know where to find everything and you start finding your way around, and you know you can ask me anytime you're stuck. Perfect. That's what I like to hear. So far, so good. That's very good news. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just quickly share my screen with you. So that I can just confirm a couple of things on Learn. Okay, so hopefully you can now see the little kaleidoscope. And when it loads, you'll be able to see the home page, there we go, of your module. Okay, so your module might not look identical to mine, but it's pretty much the information will be there, maybe just not in the identical layout. So 5122. So over here, you can always find, and this is a very important information, make sure you constantly check in your email that you use, the email that your announcements go to, that you don't miss anything. And then log on to Learn, always come here to announcements. If you just click on more announcements, it actually takes you straight to the announcements page, and you can scroll right down to the oldest announcement, and then you can just double check that you didn't miss anything. So there was the welcome, here's your first assignment and the module outline. The collab dates I've put in the calendar for you. This is the little graphic I made so that you're going to go to this website, www.varsitycollege.co.za. Then this screen will open. You'll click on current students and then on My VC Student Intranet. And then that's the way you'll find you'll find all these other little tiles to click on, the eShelf and past papers and student materials, etc. For the pairs, if you go to Student Intranet, once you've clicked on that, before you do anything else, you just scroll right down to the bottom of that intranet screen, and right at the bottom of the screen there, you will see all of the different schools, School of Education, School of Law, and you're going to be looking for School of Management, and you'll click on that. Then you'll click on the degree that you're doing, the BCom Entrepreneurship, and then on Distance Learning, and then on the year 2023, and that's how you find the pairs. They've hidden it away from us far down a whole bunch of clicks. But once you know where it is, then you can always find it again. So here's the WhatsApp link that I sent you earlier on. And you'll be able to find. Okay, so don't forget, these announcements is the only manner that I've got to stay in contact with you. I've got no other way of contacting you, only announcements. So it's important you stay up to date with that. And then when you want to contact me, you're going to come here. So whenever I talk about your Learn menu, it's this ribbon down the side. And you come to contact the tutor. If you click on that and then go to send a message to the tutor, and then you go to create a message, and then on your side, because you're the student, my name will come up here. You can put in a subject and type in your message and press send. So it looks just like similar to an email. And press send, and it will come directly to my inbox, and I'll be able to follow up on it for you. Okay. So that's an important link. That's the way for you to contact me, is contact the tutor, and for me to contact you will be here in the announcements. Then, as I was saying earlier, I've put all the dates on the calendar for you, all of the Collab dates, the National Support Session dates, as well as your assessment dates. So this red color over here, okay, these are all of my modules. So I've got different colors. I don't know what color it will be on your side, but if you go to your calendar, you'll see on your calendar these collabs are all already put in there. So here's today on the 22nd, we'll have our second collab. And then what date did I say? On the 13th of September. Oh, why isn't it there? Collab 3. I'm on 5122. Looks like I've put that. I'll go and double check, but it looks like that there should be an NSS session on the 13th over here. There's my other modules. Okay, but all of your dates and your collabs, here's the other collabs, they'll all be on your calendar. And I'll always send reminders in the announcements, so you'll be able to follow on there as well. And then also just to show you in the announcement, reminder about the collab, this class collab, this link, you'll use the same link every time we've got a collab or a national support session. This link will take you through to the classroom. And if you can't remember where to find the link, all you have to do is log on to Learn, come straight here to Blackboard Collaborate on your menu, and click on Course Room, and then join Course Room, and it will take you straight into the classroom, into the collab itself. So this is actually the easiest way to do it. You just log on to Learn, Blackboard Collab, Course Room, join Course Room, and you'll be in the classroom. The other thing that I wanted to just show you, and I'm sure some of you guys are familiar, but just to remind those of you who are not familiar with Learn, and also how to find the ICE tasks. So on your menu on the left-hand side, module content, you'll come to learning units, and then this will bring you through to a menu of all the learning units that you'll do this semester. And when you click on a learning unit, the first page that it takes you through to is this one here. Remember that icon, objectives, and this then tells you again a reminder of what your learning objectives are for Learning Unit 1 Bank Recons. So we've got two themes, Theme 1, the business in the bank, and Theme 2, the bank recon. So you click on the theme, and then that will take you through to all this lovely information and assistance and extra support that they've got that you can use when you're working with your textbook together with Learn. So open your textbook, come and open the learning unit in Learn, and then use this to go through your textbook with. So you know, wherever they've got a blue text, if you click on that, it will take you to another website or some other an article or some other information where it gives you some extra information, another little discussion, and it's nice to read it in this format as well instead of just looking at the textbook sometimes. So it makes your learning more interactive as you're going through the textbook. What is a bank recon? So all of these little blue things should also tie back to your learning objectives. So they'll also assist you with finding explanations for preparing little paragraphs for the learning objectives. Quite often these little links will take you through to somewhere where there is a video, but there's all sorts of other information. And then also here, oopsie. Oh, no, I closed that. Sorry, let me just go and open it again. Oh, now my laptop's going to slow down. Oh, I can't get back there now. Sorry. Let me go. I wonder if I go back here, I think I'll log myself out. Okay. So the only other thing I wanted to show you on Learn there, which I'm sure you guys already know, is how to find your ICE tasks on Learn. Actually, what I can do is I can use, yeah, let me just use this module. Okay, so this is 5121, but I'm just going to use it just to show you, just so that it is on the recording for the other students as well, where to find. Oh, why is everything slowing down now? I hope Learn's not getting tricky. It looks like it's getting tired for the evening. Okay, I'll come back to that. It doesn't load. So with your ICE tasks, all of the ICE tasks will be Learn activities. Oh, finally, sorry, I got back into the chat. Oh yeah, it does look like things are not working so well. Looks like Learn is slowing down. Okay, I'm going to just quickly try and finish up. I can't get into the, there we go. So for all of your ICE tasks, it will say, for instance, activity 1.2.2. And then you know that the 1 in the beginning represents the learning unit number. I'm just going to close my video camera for a minute just to see if that helps us to stay online better. The first number of the activity represents the learning unit number. The second number of the activity will be the theme number. And then the third one is the activity within the theme. So for instance, activity 1.2 means learning unit 1, theme 2, activity 2. So you'll go to Learn, go to the left-hand menu, click on Learning Units, find your learning unit, click on the correct theme, and then scroll all the way down, because the, let's see if I can get in here. the activities are always at the end of the theme. So I've clicked on theme 1, what is accounting? And if you scroll all the way down to the bottom of your theme, that one didn't have an activity. Let's try this one. If you scroll all the way down to the bottom of your theme, then this is where you'll find the activities. They're always at the end of the theme. So remember to scroll to the end of each theme, and that's where you'll find the activities. Okay, so let me just double check. I've gone through everything that I wanted to talk about. Just the other thing, referencing and plagiarism. I'm sure all of your tutors are talking to you about that. So for accounting, you do also have to reference in your assignments, but you only have to reference those questions that are paragraph type questions, or where you've got to give a definition or write a sentence or give an explanation or an opinion. So wherever there's a paragraph, that will have to be referenced. If you've got to fill in, do a calculation or fill in a journal or do an actual bank recon, those types of questions won't need to be referenced. But when we do the national support session for the assignment, I'll give you the details. I'll let you know exactly which questions have to be referenced and which ones not, so that you know exactly what to do. Okay, guys, that is everything from my side. Is there anything else on your side that you wanted to ask me? Anybody got any other questions? All good. That's good to hear. Happy to hear it. Okay, guys, so remember, if you do think of anything, then just pop me a message and I'll be able to get back to you. And it doesn't matter what it is. Remember, any question at all is welcome. And then remember also, if it's a technical question or some kind of an admin question, then you've got the VC Assist login a ticket for those types of things. Awesome, guys. Happy to see you guys online, and I'll see you again soon. 22nd of August is our next collab, and then so that should be in about 2 weeks' time, and then we'll chat again then. Okay, love, very glad, nice to see you, and I'll chat again next time. So bye for now, and see you soon. Bye, Connie. Thanks, guys. Bye. Bye, Jess.